There it is on creation. I have it duration indefinite. And this is looking pretty nice. Just like scrolling up through all the spells that we already did. I like how it looks. I like the consistency of the bold. It's good. And I think it's going to look even better once I can remove these columns on the side, because the text will be less big. So hopefully it'll be a little more approachable to read. That's the hope. Truly the hardest part about running spells is getting your players to read the spells. But the upside of randomly choosing spells is that you don't need to read all of the spells beforehand. Because you don't need to pick them. Gates is a cool spell, but is another one that is kind of complicated, which is why it has weird duration and range. Let's see if I can add some clarity here. Just copy what we have for now. Roughly. Okay, let's reread Gates. Ah, I remember what it does, but duration and range. Pre-prepared gates, and a distance up to 4 plus 10 miles from each other. Shooting down the first gate, here's after entering a gate. What am I trying to communicate with range? Duration is fine, I think. That's readable. Two d 6, whatever. Range, what am I trying to communicate? I'm trying to say that you need to place the gates. You need to be in touch range to place the gates. Which is true. There's more info about four plus n miles from each other. Okay, so I think what I'm trying to say is touch for placement 4 plus n. Let's make sure the music hasn't stopped. To another gate. It feels like 4 plus n miles. This feels like too many words. Maybe it's not though. But I guess the question is, how do you read this spell? Because, okay, 4 plus n miles between gates, at a distance of up to 4 plus n miles from each other. So say n equals 1. The gates are 5 miles from each other. Is that 5 miles? It's probably 5 miles to the closest gate, right? It's just kind of ambiguous whether it's like between the closest gate or between like all of the gates. I think it should be from the nearest gate. That makes it kind of more interesting, because you could place them further apart. From the nearest gate. The nearest other gate. N plus 1 preferred gates at a distance of up to 4 plus 1 miles from the nearest other gate. That's such a bulky, awkward sentence. I don't... If we're communicating this in the range section, I don't think we need it here. Minimum to other gate. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I think it's fine for this to have like a longer range thing, because it is kind of complicated. And I think that's clear. Cool. Gates. Gates, man. Hey, and that was 40. We're on G. We're crazy. Damn. We are crazy. Fuck. Me mispasting that will never not be funny, I think. Okay, I see another range, 0 feet. We'll have to double check that. Yeah, I think we mean stealth. I think that captures what we want to say here. You can only cast it on yourself. That's good. Oh. Oh. Fuck. Cool. I have to go to the bathroom real quick, so I'll be right back. But don't worry, because I'm going to keep going. This is not me having to disappear. It's still possible I'll have to do that at some point before the end of the stream. But yeah. Okay, anyway, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, we can leave the music playing. That's cool. Oh wait, no, you can't hear it on the scene. Never mind, whatever. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Alright, I think we're definitely going to get to 50, which is huge. That'll be good. And then we might be able to go a little bit past that. I would really like to keep going, because this has actually been more chill than I was expecting it to be, which is nice. But I do have something at some point that I should go to. Do I need to say round up? Probably. I'm pretty sure it says somewhere in the rules, like, to always round up. But it's good to remind people, I think. Better too explicit then leaving people confused. But that's also how my rules got to be so fucking long, so what do I know? Oh, this has a wacky duration. Howl the Moon rocks. Werewolf spell. Alright. 30 plus 30 n minutes. Times 2 during the full moon. Okay, it's cool that we have it in minutes, but it should probably be in turns. Fortunately, the conversion is pretty easy. Werewolf spell, werewolf spell. Magic user should probably say caster, because non-magic user classes can use this. I just I just read through these spells. I'm sure they were still riddled with errors. The problem with reading through like 250 spells and editing them is that by the time you're done, the first spell that you read through was like 4 months ago. So, it's tough. Anyway, we're doing our best. Why does this look bigger? It is bigger. What the fuck? This isn't bigger too, is it? What did I press to make this one text size bigger? Control Shift Plus? There's no way I pressed that accidentally. What the fuck? Alright, anyway, moving on. Oh, music. Continue. Alright, anyway. Fuck. Love the spells that are just totally normal. Nothing weird about their durations or ranges. Those are nice. Thank you, Ice Spheres, for being normal. Impending Doom, such a cool spell. I think I feel like in the adventures that I play in, I wish we fought casters more. Because I really like the magic system in this game, but also, that doesn't need to be bold, but also in other games. Oh, and I feel like it's underused in combat design to fight like casters with cool spells. I don't know. I just like magic. Cause like having Impending Doom cast on your fucking character would be awesome. especially if you didn't know what the spell was. Oh yeah, instant summons. Instant summons used to have a wacky range, but it was egregious and I fixed it. Damn, I'm really playing myself here. I was just thinking I want to watch the VOD so I can hear like how loud the music is and was in comparison to my speaking, which November Wolf has said it is good. Thumbs up. You can't see the thumbs up when I do it that way. Thumbs up. But I want to know, you know? But it's not going to go to the VOD, so I'll never know. I've outplayed myself. Okay. Instant summons. It has normal stuff now. Unlimited is the right word. We're so close to 50. The spacing should be consistent too. Usually I put spaces around plus signs. I don't know what the standard is for that, like in normal writing. You probably put spaces around them. I think it would be weird if you didn't. Invisibility. Ethereal. Ooh, this has a range of 0 feet, which normally is self, but I definitely intend this spell to be touch range. Like, via the wording. And also because I know what I remember what I want from the spell. Wow, and number 50 is Knock and Lock. The auspicious Knock and Lock. All of Door Magic condensed into a single spell. Door Wizards BTFO. That's not true. I have other door spells. We just did gates. That's a door spell. Yep, looks good. Nothing I've done wrong. Light. Oh, and this is a channeling spell. First one in a while. Oh, no invisibility is concentration. That's so easy to miss. Which is part of why it's important to format it better like this. Light. Light. Mm. Just checking to see if I'm going to be interrupted yet. Nope, we're still good, I think. Cool, cool, cool. Fuck. Constant comedy. At least I'm entertained. That's what really counts. Pressing the wrong button, zoning out. Don't zone out too hard. Ooh, magic missile! We love magic missile. Here's a fun fact for you about this tabletop role-playing game, I guess. Magic missile is the spell that I used as my like point of balance. Like magic missile is like the spell. And when I'm thinking about other spells, not so much when I'm like balancing them, but when I was more initially balancing them, part of the process was thinking, okay, how does this compare to magic missile at this level? Which makes the most sense for damage spells, and it was most useful for damage spells, but also like for all spells. Because like my goal with this spell list, and the reason I spent so much time balancing it, trying to balance it, is because I want all of the spells to feel like they have a place. I feel like in 5e and other systems, I mean the spells aren't balanced, and that's fine, or sometimes they are, but you know, in a lot of systems there are spells that are just the best, better spells than other spells. Some utility spells just are not very useful at all. And I really wanted a player to never be disappointed when they randomly rolled a spell on this list, which is a lofty goal, because they all have to either be cool or useful, but, you know, balanced. And I think I succeeded on that. I've just copied the wrong duration. It's the problem with talking. I don't know. I put a lot of thought into these spells. Which doesn't always show in the, like, fucking janky wording and awfulness, but, I really try. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's another thing, right? Is like n over 2 is the same as 0.5n, right? Half times n. And I think I use them kind of interchangeably. Like here's 0.5n for haste. I'm trying to see if I have any other n over 2s. I don't remember any. That doesn't mean there aren't any. Just checking, just checking. I could have control F'd this. That would have been a smart thing to do. No, there are no other. Okay, this is the first one. Nice. I think we want to go with... I think I like 0.5n better. I think the division is kind of scary, / hard to read. Whereas we are using multiplication in all the other ones already. 3n. So we may as well be consistent, I think. Anyway, cool. Standardization. I was not anticipating that upside to making this table, but I needed to do a standardization pass on all these things anyway, so yay! I was not looking forward to reading through all the spells again. Oh, and this one is concentration. Oh, I just thought about how many spells there are still to do. Okay, don't think about that, don't think about that, don't think about that, don't think about that. You're making great progress, don't think about that. I was just thinking about the necromancer spells, and I was like, ugh! Because with the necromancer spells, there's like some overlap with this other spell list. Like, yeah, some overlap. And like, why is the size 11? What did I do? What happened? What did I press? Oh, I hate that. And like, I should be able to copy paste the spells that are the same, which is good, but they also have an additional thing that I'm going to need to add to them, because the necromancer spells have components. That's what makes necromancers special in this system, is their component casters. I typed the wrong thing. This is 50 yen. This is why we double check. More than double check. Okay, this one's right. Cool. I can't talk too much or I'm gonna get distracted. Okay, does maze really have duration variable? Yes, it does, because it depends on the intelligence of the target. Maze is busted, by the way. Busted spell. Oh my god, we're almost at 60. Wow. Oh wow, we made it to message. I remember looking at this spell when we were doing demand all those minutes ago. No, that's suggested I'm thinking of, not message. Does suggestion mention message? Because I'm thinking about demand. Demand messages mentions message and suggestion. Does suggestion mention message? No. No. So the one in demand should be capitalized, because I'm referring to the spell. Demand. A message and a suggestion as per the spells. Good catch, good catch. Thank you, thank you. Where are we? Message, okay. Mirror image. I'm going to reread this one because I forget how it works in my system, because I, again, have gotten used to the 5e1 from Baldur's Gate. I guess I could have read it out loud for the benefit of people watching. That would have been smart. But that's fine. I'm already too far into this spell to backtrack. I'll just summarize at the end. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I think it's kind of better than the one in 5e. In 5e you just get like the +9 AC, and then every miss you lose 3 AC. Whereas this one you get like 2d4 plus N, and it's randomly determined whether an attack hits you or a duplicate. It is kind of fun. I don't know, potentially kind of busted, I guess, if you like have high AC plus a bunch of duplicates, because then they'll just like never go away. But I don't know. Counter this with area spells. Like, I don't know. There are counters. Interesting spell, though. This is one I need to see, like, in play, I think, to get, like, a good idea. And I have not seen it in play yet. Ooh, what if it was concentration? Because that way you can kind of get fucked out of it, which is good. Because I feel like it's maybe a little too good. Let me reread my concentration rules. Concentration. Keep going. Okay, yeah, you roll for miscast. I think it should be concentration. Just a vibe. Maybe I'm wrong, but another one I can ask Tristan about. Do not uppercase, please. I'm begging you. Oh, I didn't type duration. That's why that happened. I should probably mention my question, because I bothered to put one at the top. But if anyone is listening, if you have seen my cool ticker discussion question, I don't know. What do you look for in TTRPG systems? What system does this well? I just want to talk with people, please. Oh, I should also answer the question. That would be good. Um, I like dungeon crawling. Well, I like a lot of things in games. I like dungeon crawling systems a lot because I like dungeon crawling. It's cool. I like the tactical combat aspect, and I like games that have more tactical combat. Um, but I also like narrative games a lot too. It's not like I only play dungeon crawlers. More modern games that are more narrative or more character driven are also really fun. Um, I think my game does dungeon crawling pretty well. But you know, I'm kind of biased on that because it includes all the things I like, including like a really expansive magic system. Expansive meaning like a lot of spells that you can access at like level 1. Really cool miscasting and stuff like that. Um, Narrative systems. Of course, I've got to give a big shout out to. This is not range touch. I've got to give a big shout out to one of my favorite systems of all time, Burning Wheel. Big inspiration for me, not necessarily in this system, because they're very different types of systems. This is not a narrative system. But Burning Wheel has really excellent conversational mechanics. I love Duel of Wits and Burning Wheel, where you argue with people. Probably the most fun I've had in an RPG, honestly, is Duel of Wits and Burning Wheel. Yeah, that's my answer. I guess. Yeah, sure. Oh. Time is truly flying on this stream for me. That's great. I was kind of dreading doing this, because usually it's really boring. Not really boring, it's just mindless, you know? I don't really like doing mindless stuff. Which is not like a unique trait I have. I don't think many people enjoy doing mindless stuff, but I know people that do. Having music helps, and streaming and talking to people has been good. Always love to be given a soapbox to talk about my RPG. Just making sure this is right. Looks right. Oh baby, long spell, prismatic shield. Prismatic shield and prismatic spray are cool, because they got their little tables. I love tables. Big table guy. If you couldn't tell by this like 100 item table I'm currently editing. Big fan. I'm looking ahead, and turns. I'm thinking I need to edit this range. Okay, range. 5 feet around the caster is what it says. The caster conjures up an immobile opaque barrier shaped as a wall, ring, or sphere at half the range. So what? Shaped as a wall, ring, or sphere at half the range. Is it... How long is it if it's a wall? Is it around them? Wall, ring, or sphere? I guess sphere would be like protecting you from the top and bottom as well as the sides. Yeah, I have questions. How long is the wall? The effect is cool. That's cool. That's probably what I've paid attention to when I'm... Gases? What's wrong with that? Gases? Okay. I've probably paid more attention to the effects when writing the spell in the past. Yeah, because 5 feet around the caster makes sense for ring and sphere, but it doesn't make sense for wall. I think. I think maybe 5 feet is fine. I'm trying to imagine how people would interpret this. Just adding some clarifying words. Because I'm thinking like... I was thinking writing like shaped however the caster wants within the range. Which is fine, but you don't want people to make like... players will make like... You can't see what I'm doing, I'm putting my hand over there. Like zigzaggy walls or whatever to get people to walk through them multiple times. So single layered I think is a good clarification here. To clear up confusion. Because I think it's reasonable to ask like what is the difference between a wall and ring. I think this is clear enough to run though. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, 5 feet, that's fine. But I have to say 5 feet is not very wide. I guess it takes up like half of a hallway tile, which is fine. Kind of interesting. I think that's still good in tactical combat. Anyway, cool. Prismatic shield. Good. 65, baby! We're killing it. Thank you, Prismatic Spray, for being less complicated. Aquatic. Let me make sure I did everything else right. Chaotic interns. Okay, cool. Cool. I should probably wrap in a couple minutes. Let's make it to 70. Let's do 70 and stop. And that will have far exceeded my expectations for the amount that I was going to get done. So that's cool. Let's make it to 70. Hopefully we don't have any spells that super sidetrack us. Oh, I could hear that pause. Okay, nothing weird about projected image. I like the song a lot. Nothing weird about protection from normal weapons, other than maybe having the longest spell name. I'm kind of curious now, but I'm not going to check. I think it might be the longest spell name. It's not even that long. Yep, and rounds, touch. Okay. Oh, Psychic Scream's a cool spell. My ability to type is deteriorating. Nothing weird about Psychic Scream, it's just a damage spell. Well, I mean, it's more than just a damage spell. It does cool stuff. I'm gonna read it. Scream silently. Ooh, and up to 4 targets. Ooh, within sight and range. Okay, so this actually interestingly has a line of sight thing, but it's also limited by range. They need an intelligence score. Oh, right. I remember this spell is tricky to balance. If one creature is targeted, they take ND6 damage and are stunned for 2 rounds. That's crazy. 2 creatures will each take ND3 damage and be stunned for 1. Wait, that's nuts. Do they get a save? Oh, you get a save against chaos at the end of your turn. So you're guaranteed to be stunned for 1 round. Okay, and you save for damage. Oh, on a success. Okay. What do they save against? It doesn't say. It should be chaos. Okay. That sentence was missing. That sentence should be there. Because I read this and I was like, holy shit, ND6 stun for 2 rounds? That's nuts. But like, save for 1/3 and not stunned. So that's good. Yeah, I vaguely remember balancing this. It's hard to do like varied and interesting damage spells, but also make them about the same effective damage, you know? Because, I don't know. You have to be more creative than just like, fuck. does ND4 damage. We've already got that spell. It's Magic Missile. All the other ones have to do other cool stuff. But they also can't be stronger or weaker than Magic Missile by too much. So you can't play with the dice too much. Oh, and another thing is, I'm doing the bolding totally wrong. I wanted to avoid spells that are save or have no effect, because those feel so fucking bad. So there are almost no spells in this system that are save or do nothing. Most of them are like save or partial effect, like you can see in Psychic Screen. Okay, I gotta fix the fucking bolding. Okay, another normal spell. Cool. We got to 70. That's big. That's honestly way further than I was expecting to get in this time. So, fuck yeah. Alright. I'm gonna stop the music. Suddenly it's silent. And I will, I guess, just do a quick outro. Cool. Yeah. If anyone has stuck around this long, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for speaking to me. It made editing this table a little more palatable. It was fine. It was more fun than I thought it would be. I'll definitely continue with the TTRPG streams, and it looks like I've got some more table editing streams ahead, so if you like today's content, I have good news for you. The next one is gonna be more of this. Fuck yeah. So that's cool, I guess. If you're watching and you're not subscribed and you would like to watch again, please feel free to subscribe so you know when I stream again. That would be cool. My next stream is going to be on Saturday. I'm going to stream Control, 2:30 Eastern, which I started with one stream already. Fun game, pretty cool. Yeah, if you check that out, I would be flattered. And streams will continue next week. I posted a schedule on my Twitter for this week. So if you're not following me on Twitter and you have Twitter, feel free to do that, because I hope to post schedules every week, because I like being organized. And also holding myself accountable to stream at certain times and days. That's good. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for chatting. And I will talk to you all next time. Have a wonderful night, you guys. Thank you.